start with some shoulder rolls. Soften your knees a little bit. It's one thing that really aids with digestion is relaxation. So when you're under a lot of stress in your life, this jacks up your nervous system and stimulates the sympathetic. So you have two aspects of your nervous system. There's the sympathetic and then there's the parasympathetic. Let's bring your arms out. Soft knees and rotate. So the sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight. So like let's say you're driving your car and someone cuts you off in a dangerous way. You slam on your brake and you hold your breath and you're scared in that moment. And your sympathetic nervous system kicks on because it wants to make sure that you have fast reflexes. So parasympathetic is when you're in a relaxation mode. So it takes 45 minutes for the sympathetic nervous system to calm down before you go into parasympathetic. Isn't that interesting? Inhale it up. So if you've had a stressful day, it takes you at least 45 minutes to come down. And then if you have constant stress, the parasympathetic system is just not functioning well at all. And that is really what's going to help with your digestion, because digestion and healing all takes place from the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic is really just there to protect you, make sure you're moving fast, getting stuff done. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. And 1 more, inhale, and exhale. All right, we've done this one before, I believe, but maybe you haven't with me. So you have a governing meridian. It goes from the point between the eyebrows, goes over the head, down the spine, and all the way to the tip of your tailbone. So this is the movement with the arms. Okay, this is the movement with the arms. And then you add the breath. It's an inhale, exhale. So keep your shoulders relaxed. You're just swinging those arms in a way that doesn't feel forceful. It's a wonderful way to get your blood flowing. 5 more. And good. All right, now turn your toes out, heels in, and just keep your feet planted, but bend your knees, right knee, left knee. And then you'll notice that your spine is flowing a little bit, and you just allow that. Allow that movement to go all the way up the spine. Allow your shoulders to get involved, your arms to get involved. And I love to always look here, I love to imagine I'm wearing a suit of armor and it's falling off. Just letting the burdens fall away. See, I just burped. That's digestion. That's digestion. All right. Very nice. Now let's come onto your hands and knees. Okay, so we're going to do some cat and cow. So as you exhale, draw your lower abdominals in as if you want your belly button to touch your spine. Compress, so you're contracting your belly. And then relax the belly as you inhale and lift the tailbone up. And you'll feel a stretch to your belly. And exhale round. And inhale. And exhale. And let's just do a few more of these at your own pace with your breath. Inhaling. Drag the hands toward the knees, knees toward the hands. And then as you exhale, drag the hands away from the knees and the knees away from the hands. So you might be going a little faster than me. You might be going a little slower. Let's do one more. All right, now what I'd like you to do is I want you to exhale all of the breath out. And then after you exhale all the breath out, I want you to tuck your pelvis under, draw your belly in, and hold the out breath. It looks like this. So I'm going to inhale. I'm going to get rid of the full exhale. And then you suck it in. You basically just hold it for as long as you can. Let's bring buttocks to the heels and let your hips rock from side to side. So you might find sometimes that it's a little challenging to breathe. Let's come on to your, have a seat. I'm going to turn this light on over here. So just have a seat, extend your legs out in front of you. I think that's better. Okay. All right, so you're going to hug this thigh, this knee, into the chest and just go from side to side. So this is creating, you're compressing your intestines with the top of your thigh, and then you're adding a twist. Keep your shoulders relaxed, and you also happen to be giving a good stretch to your hip. So a little bonus there. It's all good. There's a lot going on. So there's an emphasis, of course, today on digestion. But of course, as always, it's going to be just relaxing to your whole body. So notice what part of your body might be tensing up and relax. Maybe it's the muscles of your face or your shoulders. And other leg. So I want to encourage you, so press it in, and then from side to side. I want to encourage you to be patient with your lung capacity. I learned about a year ago, the Guinness Book of World Record holder for holding your breath the longest was a deep sea diver. And I thought that makes so much sense because they want to conserve their oxygen tank. They want to stay down there as long as they possibly can. So they're breathing, they're really regulating their breath and maybe even holding it. So I can hold my breath personally, I can hold my breath for about 2.5 minutes. But the world's record is crazy. The world's record, I think it's something ridiculous. It's like 18 minutes. It's inconceivable. It seems totally impossible. All right. So now what I'd like you to do is we're going to bolster you up. So if you don't have a bolster, you're going to stack your blankets like so. All right. So I'm going to assume that you don't have a bolster. And I'm going to go ahead and sit on this big stack of Princess and the Pea. All right. You're going to bring your knees out, your feet, your hips, your knees, and your toes all pointing in the same direction. And then sit up tall. Sit up tall. And then you're going to bring your heels in. Now, you only bring your heels in to the point where you can keep your back still straight, all right? So you're going to use your elbows, keep your shoulders relaxed, and press those knees open as you sit up tall. So this is also opening up your hips, but that's the point. So some of you are going to be here, but if you're able to maintain a straight, flat back, then go ahead and bring your heels in. So this pose is called Malasana, Malasana. And there is a reason why in Japan, traditionally, the old school toilets in Japan were a hole in the floor because it made you squat. And squatting is, in fact, the most beneficial way to help the body to eliminate, because it's opening up your pelvic floor and it's opening up your hips. And so this is something that I highly recommend. Also drinking a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water. Myself, I try to go 2-2-2. I try to have 2 glasses in the morning, 2 glasses in the afternoon, and 2 glasses, or 2 glasses at noon, and then 2 glasses in the later afternoon. So I try to get at least those 6 glasses a day. It really helps with digestion. And then I also take psyllium husk. It starts with a P instead of Metamucil. Psyllium husk is just a wonderful natural fiber that you can get at any health food store. If you're here in Livermore, I recommend going to Vans while you still can. They're closing, so everything's 20% off, and I'm sad to see them go, but I understand he's ready to retire. All right, there's this product out now called Squatty Potty, and it's actually this, it's like a stool, and it goes around, it's like a horseshoe, and it goes around your toilet, and you put your feet on it. It causes your knees to go up, and it's supposed to aid with digestion. So this is doing that same thing. All right, let's move on. Let's go ahead now and come onto your back. And once again, I'd like you to just really hug those thighs into the belly. And then as you exhale, bring your forehead on up towards your knees. And release. All right, so that's a compression. Now let's go to expansion. Straighten the legs out. And reach through your right fingertips and right toes, and left fingertips and left toes. And keep alternating so you can feel that you're expanding in the belly and creating spaciousness in the torso. All right, and now let's go back to compression. Squeezing it in. This pose is called wind relieving pose. True story. On your exhale, go ahead and bring your forehead on up to your knees. And lower down, and let's do one more round. Straighten those legs out. And reach and reach and reach and reach. Alternate right toes through right fingertips, left toes, left fingertips. And then bend the knees, and last time, hug it in, take an inhale, and exhale, forehead up. All right, now we want to bring out the internal organs. All right, so we'll do that by hugging your left knee into your chest, and then let that knee drop to the right. Now I'm resting my foot here on my inner thighs, and let that knee drop. You can also bring this arm at a diagonal here. This helps to open up your chest and your shoulder. So you want to make it just right. And how do you know? How do you know when you're just right? So you're just right when you feel relaxed yet alert. In yoga, it's called Sukha Sthira. Sukha means soft, and Sthira means alert. Sukha Sthira. The image of like a wildcat is a good one, because if you look at a cat, a wild cat, when they're at rest, they're also ready, they're alert. So energized yet relaxed. Giving those internal organs some rest. Let's stay here for just one more full breath. And to the other side. Your right knee in, give it a good compression. Good compression. And notice how both my knees are bent. Notice how I roll onto the outer edge of my foot. And then this arm, I'm going to just play with it at a diagonal. And I'm going to just feel, where's just right? Where's just right? You can visualize, just visualize what's going on. You're literally creating like a wringing out of your digestive system there. And tell your body, I've repeated this before, but I just think it's so important. Tell your body it's safe. Body, you are safe. You can relax now, body. You are safe. Your body obeys the commands of the mind. It's designed to. You can relax and release all of your mental burdens. In this moment, willing to relax and release all your mental burdens. All right, let's bring it back to center. Now, hug both knees back into the chest. Really squeeze those knees in towards your chest. And then as you exhale, last time, bring your forehead on up to your knees. All right. And just circle your knees. First one direction and then the other direction. Okay, roll to your side. Now let's come into a passive back bend. If you have a bolster, use your bolster. I'm going to use blankets. I'm going to use blankets, and then I'm also going to demo the neck roll. So let's see here. I'm going to stagger my blankets a little bit. You see how I did it like a step? And then, like I said, you can do this at a later date. I'm going to have that like that. Oh, that's nice. So it's like a little incline there. And I'm going to place it right behind my cervical spine. And then you're going to bring the ankles crossed, knees drop open. And just let the whole front of the body open. Relax your forearms to the floor. You increase the intensity by bringing your arms a little bit more to shoulder height or even a few inches above shoulder height, but you want to feel that you are promoting openness, but not force or strain. All right, so now, when you inhale, I'd like you to push your belly out. And exhale, relax it. And again, inhale, push your belly out, big Buddha belly. And exhale. Inhale, push it out. Two more big Buddha belly breaths. breathe naturally. Body, you can relax and open up. Digestive system, I invite you to function optimally. Nervous system, you can be at rest. Heart, you can be at ease. Heart, you can be at ease. Optimal function, healthy heart, happy heart. A light of mellow joy. I invite all systems of the body to function optimally. I invite all systems of the body to function optimally. I invite all body systems to function optimally. If you just want to hang out there, you absolutely can. If you feel like you don't want to get up, you absolutely don't have to. But if you are ready, you bring the soles of your feet to the mat first. And you roll to your side. It's always good to roll onto your side and then push yourself on. So feel free to use this practice anytime you feel like you need a little bit of stress relief or help with digestion. Thank you all so much for the gift of your presence. Namaste.